Couldn't find a good video on the internet anywhere about how to remove the cam chain tensioner on an F4i without taking off the gas tank airbox and throttle bodies entirely. So I figured out a way, and I thought I'd share with folks here. Some things I did to make the job a little easier. You can see I've actually suspended the gas tank from the ceiling there with some simple ratcheting tie straps. Not completely necessary. You could wedge a block of wood under here or something like that, but it's nice actually to have it kind of floating like this up above. It allows you to really get in here nicely and work on the cam chain tensioner. Got a good picture of it there in terms of hand space. So it's nice having the tank up and out of the way, and by doing it this way you don't need to disconnect or disturb any of the fittings, vacuum lines, that sort of thing, which is nice. The other thing I've did to make life a little bit easier is I disconnected the I think this is the fuel injection connector, electrical connector right there. Just tucked it out of the way. Allows me to wedge a little LED pen light in here and really see what you're doing. Like I said, there's a good shot. Now, in terms of accessing those bolts, the simplest way is a 5mm hex head or Allen head on a socket. And what I want to show you here is the most direct route that I found was not through the top here at all. Instead, I just wedged my hand in there to guide it. What I did was I removed the brake fluid reservoir and just allow it to move to the side. I also unbolted the cooling fluid reservoir here and just kind of pushed it to the side. And what that allows, you see this extension bar here, is for me to push this long extension bar with a universal joint. Now you can't see it, so I'll remove it here at the end of the video. I guess there you go, you can kind of see it down there. With a universal extension and then the 5mm hex head bolt on the end. And what that allows you to do is run this all the way up here between the coolant reservoir, just up above the transmission linkage here, the clutch linkage, and it allows you with your hands to kind of guide this as straight as possible. You can see me moving it there, as straight as possible up to the 2 bolts on the cam chain tensioner. And with this laying here like this out the back, and with the brake fluid reservoir out of the way, it then allows you to take one more extension and a standard ratchet, put that on the end there like this, and the nice thing is then you've got your hand free to rotate. You've got about almost 180 degrees of rotation here. If you want, you can remove the little protector plate for the rear master cylinder, even make things easier on yourself. And then with your other hand, kind of tuck it under here or up here, and it allows you to hold the the socket on the bolt head securely and as straight as possible while you loosen, and then you do all your cranking back here. This really made things a lot simpler for me. I'm going to pull this out just so you can get a look at the entire assembly. It's actually pretty straightforward. But with that combo, it made things very simple, and those bolts are not torqued very high, so it made, removing them once square was fairly easy, and then retorquing them with a small torque wrench on the end here instead of this at the end made it very easy to cinch them back up. And that was about it. That was by far the easiest way I could find to get a cam chain tensioner out and the new one on with an F4i, given how hidden that thing is with the frame in the way. So that's about it. Hope this helps.